State Cabinet meeting underway at Senapati District Headquarters. Chief Minister Nongthong Birren inaugurates 8 projects and lays foundation for 5 new projects. Mushu gives the ministry concerned December 14th deadline to decide on the appointment of a new Vice-Chancellor. Unions warned to shut down Manipur University. India's COVID-19 tally crosses 97 lakhs with over 32,000 crore cases reported in the last 24 hours. Recovery rate stands above the 94%. An airport authority of India announces opening of a new heliport in Manipur, Assam and Arunachal Pradesh in near future. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Afternoon Bulletin. I'm Kanel Shambanduram. To stay protected from coronavirus, wash your hands frequently, wear your masks properly and maintain a safe distance. Now the top stories and latest news at this hour. State Cabinet meeting chaired by Chief Minister Nongthong Birren is underway at Senapati District Headquarters. Deputy Chief Minister Yumnant Joykumar, Works Minister Thongamt Vishwarjit, other ministers and officials are taking part in the meeting. Chief Minister Nongthong Birren inaugurated 8 projects in Senapati District and laid a foundation stone for 5 other new projects on the occasion. The 8 newly inaugurated projects are SDO Office Complex, Song Song Mao, Rain Harvesting Waters, Likuri Kalinamai, Doctor and the Teachers Transit Hostels, Trauma Center 1 in Senapati District, Hospital, Health and Wellness Centers, Blood Bank, Purul Higher Secondary Schools and Office of Senapati MSPDCL Deputy General Manager. While the upcoming 5 projects are 1, the 33 by 11 kV power substation each at Liai, Kuno and Oinamd, road construction of Lakhamai till the Thiwa under PMGSY and workshade of Senapati District Women Association and a protected historical site at Makhild village. Manipur University Students' Union MUSU has given December 14th deadline to the relevant ministry to decide on the appointment of a new Vice-Chancellor of the Manipur University. MUSU members along with members and volunteers of 6 students' unions, that is MSU, MSF, Desam, AMS, KSA and SUK, stage a sit-in demanding the same at MUSU Traffic Island. At MU Traffic Island today. Taking part in the protest, MUSU President and Bobby warned of intense agitations, including shutting down of Manipur University if their demand is not met. He appealed to the Ministry of Education to appoint a regular Vice-Chancellor by December 14th or to issue an order for an interim arrangement. Speaking to media, the President and Edison said a memorandum will be submitted to Ministry of Education through Registrar of the Manipur University by the 6 students' organization in view of the plights facing the university students in the absence of a Vice-Chancellor. He also warned of intense agitations at Manipur University campus and in other parts of the state if authorities concerned failed to address their concern at the earliest.
Vice Chancellor Yaudana Chalairak Pasna Maramoyaga, University campus Manungsida, Charang Mama, Madi, official of Waka Amada Masi, paralyzed or Pasna Maramoyaga, for Manipur University students Haitagi, Sigumba, Ministry Dagi, Tapsaba responsible Lakapsna Maramoyaga. I quite the Tauriga treatment, Sikaramba, Makal treatment, no Haiti, Wahanga Magal Loinana, Laiva, Tang, Karamari Sigoda, Ministry Dagi Sapsaba. Adumba order malaktragadi university sida ꯊꯣꯛꯍꯟꯅꯤꯡꯗꯕ ꯊꯧꯗꯣꯛ ꯀꯌꯥ ꯑꯃꯒ ꯂꯣꯏꯅꯅ ꯁꯠ ꯗꯥꯎꯟ ꯇꯧꯔꯛꯄ ꯌꯥꯕꯒꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯈꯟꯅꯕ ꯂꯩꯔꯦ
ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯕ ꯄꯤꯁꯤꯜꯂꯤꯕ ꯃꯦꯃꯣꯔꯦꯟꯗꯝꯁꯤ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯑꯊꯨꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯅꯨꯃꯤꯠ ꯅꯤꯅꯤ ꯍꯨꯝꯅꯤꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯅꯨꯡꯗ ꯊꯕꯛ ꯑꯣꯟꯊꯣꯛꯄꯤꯔꯛꯇꯕ ꯇꯥꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔ ꯌꯨꯅꯤꯚꯔꯁꯤꯇꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯅꯨꯡ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔ ꯌꯨꯅꯤꯚꯔꯁꯤꯇꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯄꯥꯟ ꯑꯇꯣꯞꯄ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯦꯠ ꯄꯨꯝꯕꯗ ꯃꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯄꯥꯝꯗꯕ ꯊꯧꯗꯣꯛ ꯋꯥꯊꯣꯛ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯑꯃ ꯃꯁꯤ ꯊꯣꯔꯛꯄ ꯌꯥꯏ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔ ꯌꯨꯅꯤꯚꯔꯁꯤꯇꯤꯒꯤ ꯚꯥꯏꯁ ꯆꯥꯟꯁꯦꯂꯔꯒꯤ ꯄꯣꯁꯁꯤ ꯑꯊꯨꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯒꯤ ꯃꯅꯨꯡꯗ ꯃꯦꯟꯁꯤꯟꯕꯤꯅꯅꯕ ꯍꯣꯠꯅꯕꯤꯌꯨ.
A new mart of handicrafts items was opened at Panthoibi Arcade in Wangkai Kaithila Sangbi today. Craft Social Development Organization Kongba and Crafts Artisans Development Association jointly opened the mart under the funding of National Bank for Agricultural and Rural Development. Speaking to media, Secretary General of Crafts Social Development Organization Kongba, D. S. Prameshwar, said the mart was opened to promote local artisans. State Mission Director of the Manipur State Rural Livelihood Mission, Yumnand Robita, and General Manager of the Nabarad Manipur Regional Office, Dr. M. Srinivas, were among those present on the occasion.
Photo Yamado, Akamada, Quina, Sales, all in Tamzaraga, Madugi, order Amadi, Kogi, Mayam Dagi, bulk order labor man to Luxarga, his suggesting that Kogi, Amuk, Kangazarga, Kogi, Rumlava, business to do, by Pantunaba, Amasung, Select group members, artisans, reversing Giweba, Semilonda, Amadi Manipuri, Amadi Barakioina, Rumlava, artisans, reversing Semilon. Adu khara chakhan na bagida mukta seriously ona kasi simul baru mar asi apagi marketplace adu mafam isda handuk seven.
Unknown miscreants exploded a hand grenade in the Nongmaibung Wangkailakpom Laikai under Purampant police station last night. The grenade was hurled at the residence of a local Wangkailakpom Suniti Bala. 3 cars parked in the front of the house were destroyed, but no injuries has been reported. Purampant police station has registered a case and investigations are underway. Former Inspector General of the Police, IGP of the Manipur Police Department, Moirangthem Santikumar, succumbed to COVID-19 at 70. Late M. Santikumar, a resident of Uripok Gopalji Lairak, was also diabetic. He tested positive for COVID-19 on 20th of November and was hospitalized at Sijo Hospital and Research Institute in Langold. It may be mentioned that late M. Santikumar is an MPS cadre of the first Civil Services Combined Competitive Examination conducted by Manipur Public Service Commission in 1975. He was promoted to IGP rank in 2012. Well, now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you updates on coronavirus cases in India and the world. We will be back with details after the break. Until then, keep watching Impact News.
Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited, regulated by RBI, specified as a financial institution by the Ministry of Finance, Government of India under SURFACI Act 2002. First license holder public limited housing finance company in the entire northeastern region of India, completed its 15 years of service. Provides home loan with a subsidy amount up to Rs 2.67 lakh under PMAY Credit Link Subsidy Scheme, PMAY CLSS Housing for All by 2022 mission. Government or private employees, businessmen can apply. For more details, kindly contact Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited or Reporter Mamlaikai Imphal.
Welcome back. After the break, you're watching Afternoon News. India's COVID-19 tally has reached 97.35 lakhs with 32,080 new cases reported in the last 24 hours. On the positive note, India's active COVID-19 cases have dropped to 3,78,909 in the last 24 hours, rising recovered case to 92,15,581. Country's recovery rate rises to 94.66%. As per the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, that toll has reached 1,41,360. Maharashtra is still on top with above 74,000 active cases of COVID-19, followed by Kerala with above 59,000 active cases. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 6 crore 85 lakh 87,000 people. Above 1 crore 5 lakh 63,000 people have died, and recoveries are above 4 crore 74 lakhs 82,000. United States of America is on top with more than 62 lakhs 11,000 active cases of COVID-19, followed by India and Brazil, while China, from where the pandemic started, is at the 78th position with just 284 active cases of COVID-19. In the northeast states, Assam's total confirmed COVID-19 cases have reached 2,14,019, out of which 3,575 are active cases. Tripura's confirmed COVID-19 cases are 32,922, out of which 403 are active cases. Manipur's total confirmed COVID-19 cases have reached 26,396, out of which 2,919 are active cases. It may be noted that Manipur has the second highest active cases of COVID-19 in northeast states. Arunachal Pradesh's COVID-19 tally reached 16,395 and active cases are 692. Nagaland's COVID-19 tally is 11,479, out of which 631 are active cases. There are 602 active cases of COVID-19 in Meghalaya, 363 in Sikkim and 199 in Mizoram. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has stressed on the need to work together to ensure timely rollout of next generation 5G technology to leapfrog into the future and empower millions of people in the country. He said the same at the virtual India Mobile Congress IMC yesterday. Prime Minister Narendra Modi called out everyone to work together to make India a global hub for telecom equipment, design, development and manufacturing. He stressed the need for setting up a task force to think of a better way of handling the electronic waste and create a circular economy, emphasizing the importance of mobile technology during the tough times of the prevailing COVID-19 pandemic. Prime Minister Narendra Modi said India will launch the world's biggest COVID-19 vaccination drive with the help of mobile technology. He also lauded the country's growth in the mobile and internet connectivity sector. Airport Authority of India has announced opening of new heliports in Manipur, Assam and Arunachal Pradesh in the near future. AAI Regional Executive Director Northeast and Suresh announced the same yesterday. He added that initiatives are underway to reopen 10 unused airports in Northeast, stating that the center has been striving to boost the aviation sector in the northeast region of the country. And Suresh urged state government and the Pawan Hans to extend support to the central government's initiative. With the center farmer talks ending in stalemate, thousands of the farmers stayed put at Delhi border on Wednesday to press for repeal of the agri-marketing laws. A meeting called by Home Minister Amit Shah ended in failure on Tuesday night as the farmer leaders rejected the government's offer to amend new farm laws, saying they would settle for nothing less than the scrapping of the legislation. The sixth round of talks between the government and farmers' unions to end the protest on Delhi's various borders, which was scheduled for today, has been cancelled. This comes after many farm leaders that had threatened to boycott the talks. As the protest continued, traffic was disrupted at the border points, with farmers agitating on the Shinghu, Talkri and and the Ghajipur border of Delhi, farmers' leaders have been firm on their demand for repeal of the 3 new farm laws enacted in September. Two unidentified terrorists were killed in an encounter with security forces in Jammu and Kashmir's Pulwama district today. Police reported says that a civilian sustained injuries in the gunfight. Security forces launched a cordon search operation in the thickened area of Pulwama district in the early hours of the day on receiving information about the presence of terrorists there. Police officials said the search operation turned into an encounter after the security forces were fired upon. The officials said 2 ultras have been killed so far in the operation, adding that a civilian also sustained injuries during the exchange of fire. The identity and group affiliation of the slain terrorists are being ascertained. Indian Coast Guard rescued 19 Bangladeshi fishermen stranded in the Bay of Bengal due to a mechanical snag in their boat on Tuesday. The boat was adrift for 10 days in the Bay of Bengal. The Bangladeshi fishing boat Rana was towed away by the Indian Coast Guard ship Virat southeast of the Pradeep port. The Indian Coast Guard said that the Bangladeshi fishermen were rescued in a sea and air coordinated operations and all relieved, including food, water and medical assistance were provided to them. The fishermen had departed from the Cox's Bazar on 15th of November. The boat will be handed over to the Bangladesh authorities. India's weapon procurement from the United States jumped from a measure US $6.2 million to a whopping US $3.4 billion in the final year of the Donald Trump's administration, according to official data released by the Defense Security Cooperation Agency DSCA. The jump in the sale of American weapons to India comes at a time when the sale of weapons from the US to other countries has dipped to US $50.8 billion in 2020 from US $55.7 billion in 2019. In 2019, the sale of US weapons to foreign countries was US $55.7 billion. In 2017, it was US $41.9 billion. Now the news from the world of sports. Union Sports Minister Kiran Rijiju today said that the government has made various policy changes and taken up initiative to encourage and support sportspersons and the sporting community even after they retired. Addressing the 10th Global Sports Summit TURF 2020 organized by FICCI, Rijiju said that the government is opening 1,000 Khelo India small centers across the country that will help retired sportspersons get employment or some role in shaping the sports culture of the country. 20th match of the 7th Indian Super League between Jamshedpur Football Club and ATK Mohun Bagan resulted in the 2-2 draw last night. Goa is hosting the league under the aegis of All India Football Federation. In the 20th match played at Tilak Maidan yesterday, Jamshedpur Football Club's Nirijus Vaiskis scored 2 goals at the 30th and 66th minute, while the lone goal of ATK Mohun Bagan was netted by Roy Krishna at the 80th minute. Bengaluru Football Club will lock horns with North East United Football Club in the 21st League match at Goa's Fatodra Stadium tonight at 7:30. Australia has defeated India by 12 runs in the third and the final, the T20 of the three-match series. India win the series 2-1, hosted by Australia. In the final match played at Sydney Cricket Ground yesterday, India won the toss and chose bowling. Australia scored 186 runs with 5 wickets down in the 20 over. Matthew Wade scored 80 runs, while Glenn Maxwell scored 54 runs, and India's bowlers W. Sundar scored 2 wickets in the inning. India responded with 174 runs with 7 wickets down in the 20 over and lost the match by 12 runs. With that, the journey of India winning 10 T20 matches consecutively ended. Virat Kohli and Shikhar Dhawan scored 85 runs and 28 runs respectively in the inning. Player of the match title was accorded to Australia's bowler and Swipsund, while scored 3 wickets. India's batsman Hardik Pandey bagged player of the series for the 3 matches of the T20 series. First, Borders Gavaskar Test match between the two countries will be played at Adelaide Oval on 17th of December. Futsal referees workshop will kick off tomorrow at Old Manipur Sports Association's meeting held in Infal Polo Ground. The workshop will continue till the 12th of December. Altogether, 33 referees, including 3 referees from the DSA Chandal, 5 from DSA Kakching, 7 from Infal East District Football Association, 7 from DFA Thaubal, 5 from Infal West District Football Association, 4 from DSA Bishnupur, and 2 referees from DFA Moirang will participate in the workshop under the aegis of Old Manipur Football Association, AMFA. Well, that's all we have in this bulletin, but before we wind up, let's take a glimpse at the headlines once again. State Cabinet meeting underway at Senapati District Headquarters. Chief Minister Nongton Biren inaugurates 8 projects and lay foundation for 5 new projects. Musu gives ministry concerned December 14th deadline to decide on appointment of new Vice Chancellor. Unions warned to shut down Manipur University. India's COVID-19 tally crosses 97 lakh with over 32,000 cases reported in last 24 hours. Recovery rate stands above 94%. An Airport Authority of India announced opening of a new heliport in Manipur, Assam and Arunachal Pradesh in near future. Well, thank you so much for being with us. In the meantime, for more news and information, please do not hesitate to follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and YouTube.